design with the built-in.
Okay, so that's what, okay, to make it look like a piece of
We
furniture.
wanted to make it to feel like it's not just a cabinetry built in there. We want it to
Right.
feel like you have this fabulous old
Yes,
kind of Spanish, Spanish French. I mean, their border,
yeah,
their furnishings, French country, Spanish. Even in the, I just came back from the Basque area, Basque.
oh, you did, you were
Yes.
at San Sebastian?
I
Oh,
love
yeah, it's
this.
beautiful.
Yeah. This kind of look is very much part of that kind of area. And as you go into, what is that region of France right there? I don't know, because we didn't go to France,
Yeah.
we went to Portugal.
Yeah,
So next trip.
yeah,
So we really wanted it to feel like it wasn't something new and something,
Right.
so we have a guy that can build it
okay.
to meet the space. And we had
We
thought
just
about,
go
yeah, and we had thought about possibly behind, you want to go to the TV board?
Oh, behind the TV to put fabric.
To put, just something so it didn't feel like the plaster
Yes.
alone,
Mhm.
to anchor it. And this is a
like a wallpaper.
contract kind of woven,
Is it a wallpaper?
it's a wallpaper.
Okay. That's a great idea, though.
But it just will soften it a bit.
Yeah.
And then with your dark TV sitting
Yeah,
on it.
exactly.
And with the rich wood, it just kind of, and this is what we've loved today. We're gonna see if there's anything else, but we don't feel it should be a big pattern, that it should be more of a textural. It's almost like how you're getting this textural
Yep.
component here. So, but you're gonna have, it's gonna be amazing, because you're gonna have this 100-inch TV that we're gonna be watching your show on.
Yeah.
There you have it. But it will just be like a different element because you've got the plaster will wrap back, and then you'll have that and the TV on top of it. Okay. Lights, let's talk about lights in the family room.
Okay.
Because we had two options.
Yes.
One and then the other one. These were the two that we ended up with.
Okay, uh-huh.
This one's 65 in diameter, this is 69.
Wow, I like those better than that first one.
One.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh, I don't know. How do you choose?
well, it's better to have two that you really like. At least we can compare by price. We can, what did we
Now,
have?
how do I
Oh, we
change
don't have
the
it in there
light
because that
bulbs in
goes
that?
through.
How do you change the
Well,
light
you do LEDs and they last a long
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah. But
okay.
you will be having someone come over with specialty ladders to change that room to do anything.
Yeah.
So.
Which one do you like better?
Yeah.
Part of me likes this one better.
Mhm.
Part of me likes this one. This one feels just a slightly more formal, but they both work with everything that you have there.
I like both. I don't know how I'd pick.
Okay, well, let us get pricing and decide
Yeah. Yeah.
but they both transition to all your other fixtures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there would be two of them.
There would be two.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay,
I like both.
so you'll have a good amount of light, but we have the two in there. I don't know, do you have a preference, Lori?
I like the one that we have in there. That was my favorite initially.
Shreya?
Same.
Okay, so everybody,
I think-
we're all leading.
It's something about the double layer too.
It
that
has
I kind of like.
a little more weight to it.
Yeah, with your height, ceiling height.
But that sure is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And they're obviously about similar height. That one just has 2 layers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are similar in height, and 65 is plenty big. I mean,
Yeah.
so as you figure, this is about 65.
Yeah, the circles we actually have on the plan, when you look at it, that is a 65. You
Okay.
can kind of see what it covers.
And then hanging down from your beam, it's gonna look great. They're gonna be plenty scaled, perfectly scaled for this.
And that choice selections in here, I can run it by.
It is.
Okay, so I have to choose that. Okay.
Right, and that's
Okay.
Janine's purchasing all of those for you.
Yeah, she's.
Okay, she would
She's
order them?
purchasing, yeah, she said she's buying all the lighting.
Okay.
So,
Even the
because she may
chandeliers?
be able to have a better builder buy than we have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's, yeah, I mean, we can, I asked them, they said that was their plan,
Yeah,
to purchase all the lighting.
so, okay. Again, just kind of showing you ceilings just from an imagery. This kind of gives you the scale of a dual in there.
That's what I'm looking at here. Okay.
Yeah, just that's kind of what that image was, and
Uh-huh.
just to show you dark doors with plaster.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're
photo.
still not sure about the wood ceiling, so,
But you're
Yeah.
doing beams for sure.
yes.
Right.
So
So either way,
either way,
it will work.
And there's an added beam, correct, now? The one from the dining room got moved to the living room?
Yes, so
Okay.
there's another in there,
Okay.
yeah. So 3 instead of 2.
Okay.
center beam, and then is it
And
a cross
ribs,
beam, or is
yeah.
it just, it's down, it follows the line of the roof?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Of the ceiling.
Mhm.
Okay, like these beams.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Again, just showing a collage of how your work can be on the wall that's behind the piano, that we will take the opportunity to do something fun like this wherever we can. And
Okay.
just, so it's
Just
just
a
not like a,
mixture of all kinds of things, and,
Yeah.
okay,
because you can see how, like, I mean, I haven't really studied your art
right.
like this, but
Yeah.
when you combine it in different ways, it's so fun to see a gallery wall. And if we can somehow do that on that wall looking towards your dining room,
Mhm.
because we don't have a ton of wall
How big of
space.
I know, we don't, how big of a space is that, do you know?
We'll lay it out. We
Yeah.
haven't drawn it
We
yet.
haven't
but
drawn it yet.
This right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
no, here, this one, this space.
I think you're talking about from living room going
Yeah,
out.
she's talking about this wall here.
Oh,
like going
okay,
up
I'm
and
looking
around.
Okay.
And
and
that's
then-
an only.
Oh,
a
up on
7
the
foot
top.
above.
Yeah, like
high.
maybe fill that to drawer. So we just.
Because that's a big wall.
Yeah, it's just like an
On
opening.
both sides, actually,
Yeah.
that side, this side, both sides.
So we have to just, it's like,
And
it'll
this drops.
feel more dynamic in this room than with
Here.
something really amazing and big above your mantle.
Mhm.
The draperies in the blue, you'll have a little bit of space
For something
in between, but it will not be,
But you're thinking it'd be on this wall up
yes,
high.
I'm thinking on that wall, because we don't have a lot of other wall.
Mhm.
But we will be creative in
Mhm.
making your artwork,
And then on this wall here, that side, in the foyer.
possibly, yeah.
Actually, you have 2 walls on the
Mhm.
foyer side.
So we'll have to see
So-
how it, we just have to look and see.
Balances and-
balance.
yeah.
Mhm. But just showing you how, I don't know,
it's all
they call it
different
a
framing,
gallery
different-
wall when you're
Mhm.
just putting all the paintings in there, and you can see, now
Mm-hmm.
these tend to feel like they're more color oriented, but you can see how they're all so different. I mean, they're all more abstract, but then you have a landscape, you have this figurative on an old board, which just kind of reminded me how you would have something that had a bit of a folkness to it,
Mhm.
and then something else. And they all have different frames,
Mhm.
instead of things being framed the same.
Right.
So framing's kind of important, okay? We looked at that.
Mhm.
Shreya, she likes the idea of that paper.
Oh,
Mhm.
Okay, you're going into your primary suite. We haven't really, let's go back to let's just look at
Yeah,
this
we
really.
haven't spent much time on this. I'm really concerned about the bookshelf space. There's just not enough. I mean, I have a lot of books, and, a lot. And I don't want to, and I buy a lot of books.
Need some water?
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm not sure how to remedy that
I wonder.
because of the space unless we took in this wall and we narrowed that door a little bit.
Yeah, and this might be, I'm just throwing it out there, is there any way we could incorporate that little vestibule going into the office? Maybe you like enter the vestibule and it's kind of your study library
Let's see.
starts.
The
The space here, because I know we talked about doing something dynamic and cool in there. I don't know if we can incorporate.
Depending what this notch is right here.
Mhm.
Oh, I know what he's doing. It's the cased opening to make it feel like you're going into something. We'd have to measure that to see if this could all be shelves.
Okay.
This little section, but it's not that big of a space.
Yeah, it looks very on plan.
It's
I remember
more
that
like, this
feeling
would be
personally.
great to just have art that we're looking at on the wall.
Okay.
So that we can look to see if that's 12 inches.
Mhm.
Then we could possibly get a row of books, shelves, where am I? Thank you. Directly across from this door.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't take too much out of your space. But I see what Rudy's done here. You kind of want to not narrow that pathway anymore because you don't want to feel like you're going. That's probably a 4-foot opening.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Maybe just we've got a 3-foot
Yeah,
there.
it's probably about 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be.
I think that on his original plans that we had, so this was shelving, and then it went up over the door, like above the door was some shelving, and then it continued onto this wall. So it was like 2 walls of,
Something got tighter when they reduced it
door,
down
with the
because you
door
don't want
opening.
your door to go much smaller than that because you're turning, and we don't really have another entry for here. Even to get furniture in here, this is a bit tricky. We may be going
through there.
Yeah. So, but when you look at that, that looks similar to that depth.
Mm-hmm.
And we could possibly take a little out of this to get 12 inches. So this is, let's see, those are 7-inch boards? Are those 7 or 5? 10, 20, 30, 40. You may have 4 feet, which would be, you could have two bookshelves, 8 feet tall,
Mm-hmm.
divided into 2. Might be maybe they would be more like not 20 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 20 inches. So, but floor to this height.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have it just chalked with books and still have art on the other wall.
That you see.
Now,
it
you could bring above, but it's not gonna, it would be more for look, or you'll be on a ladder getting any of those.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think our doors are close to 7
They're
feet.
7 feet. Yeah.
So we only have a foot, so it's really not gonna work above that.
Okay, yeah, because they lowered that ceiling.
Mhm.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. We have.
But so,
Yeah.
I just know that this one shelf here is not gonna be nearly enough.
So, because this is what you have here.
Yeah.
So you have 3 bays of 2 feet at 7 to high, so that you can still reach it floor to ceiling. So now, okay. Well, let us
Think about something on
something
that
like
side.
how we could get, because it didn't work as well here because of how it pushed you into, it made this feel narrow when we put it on this wall. Your furnishings felt tight. Now, if there's a way that we could do this very same thing, we could move this lamp, we don't need this lamp here, this chair can still remain here, or it could come over here, and we would just have it would basically be.
Another wall of
Do we have a
shelves.
scale?
It's in the drawer. One of those. I think closer in the center. I think next the one. Yeah, that one. No. Oh, the first drawer that you were going to. Guess that makes the most sense.
So just to have an idea on that, so turned around and coming into that
You're working
side.
upside down.
Yeah. So this is roughly almost, well, it's not scaled there. I'm just trying to see how it compares.
That wall length.
I'm just trying to see where the door ends, and we'd have about the same. So you would have about this much here.
So a similar
Keeping-
size shelf without having
Thank
to
you.
mess with the door. Then we just move the chair to the other side maybe.
Yeah, or even here, it wouldn't matter if it's, right up against your bookshelf, but it could go either way. So that would be, I think that you could do that. We'll draw it. It's not a big draw, so we'll just, because I see it will be starting like right at that. Now, we may choose to kind of connect it above the door, like where there's just a detail that makes it feel like so that door, when it's open, it's in a little nook,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
but it's just a trim detail. And so then you'll have double. And then if you needed that space in your vestibule, That's
Then
gonna
that's
give
a
you,
third
that's
option.
gonna give you, not this much probably, but like this much space.
Mhm.
That possibly I'd have to ask Janine if she could get us support so you
What's the
wouldn't.
depth in this one here? This is just a few inches, huh? It's not.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
know, that's not gonna be to
It's
scale.
not, okay.
It's not.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's printed to scale, actually.
Oh, it
It's
is?
Small
It's a
scale,
foot.
yeah.
It's a foot.
Oh, it's a foot,
It's 1
okay.
foot,
I didn't
okay.
realize that was pretty scale, thank you.
Small scale, but.
Small
still
scale.
A scale.
Scale.
You have
So
to
then
you have to really
she-
squeeze your eyes, but.
But
So-
2 sections then of that sounds a lot better.
So you would have 2 of this, and you possibly could have, it may be that it's just like 1.5 of this, and they're longer shelves
Yeah, versus having a
And-
divider.
versus having it divided, so you gain a little bit more
Mhm.
on that. It might work just nice, we'll see how tight that gets.
So what are the dimensions on this? It's,
They're 2 feet, your shelf width is
Okay.
2 feet.
so it's 6 feet wide
Mhm.
Yeah, of usable space.
and 7 foot tall.
Yeah, 7'2".
Okay.
So each bay is this wide.
Okay.
And then you'll have a little divider, which is slightly narrower than this,
Mhm.
and then you'll have another 2 feet.
Mhm. And the shelving themselves, is it all equal spacing or?
They're adjustable
They
at
are?
the moment.
Okay.
Now, and right now, it looks like we have them drawn, like you probably could even get another shelf if it's just gonna be books, like if you want it tight with books.
Yeah.
I don't know what we have it drawn at, but it looks like it could be like maybe 16 inches in between.
Yeah, it was like 16 or 18.
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
that you could possibly squeeze another in, or if you wanted to have a relief from books and, or you didn't want it all even.
Right,
So,
it could be, okay, because, I mean, there are some paperbacks, right, but I keep my hardbacks for sure, and,
okay.
you know, but 16 inches is pretty high
Uh-huh.
opening, so I might be able to put,
Right, so right now, I think we've talked about it as adjustable and not fixed.
okay,
So, and they can do extra shelves for you, or you can pull something out and have a fabulous something in the mix. But if
Mhm.
books is what you need, which is fine for that space, and you
Yeah,
still can
that's-
hang a piece of art
Mhm.
over your books.
That's true.
That's kind of cool, like, you know, that we hang it from a wire, and it's just on that wall, and you just can kind of, you know, not like something that you're gonna have to move, but if you want, just for that collecting look. Do we still have those images of the,
We'll probably do at the bottom of like our
What's the
additional
depth of the
inspiration.
shelf? What is the depth?
they're just a 12-inch depth. It's kind of
12
like,
inch.
it's like a kitchen cabinet where you put your plates.
Okay,
It's pretty standard. Sometimes we do 14, but in this case, if you're mainly doing books, I would do just 12 because we need every inch in that room.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, but we look
Yeah.
at it from an incremental standpoint.
right,
And so this binder's 10 inches.
mhm,
You know, when I have, this is a big, you know, 10 inches kind of a standard. That's a pretty decent sized book. All your regular reading books are going to be smaller than that. They're
Yeah.
probably, they may be like 7.
so like coffee
Yeah.
table books you think will fit on a 12 inch?
This size will for sure. I think
Okay,
some of our bigger ones, you know, we turn them different ways in it, you
to
know.
make that, yeah,
Let's,
Bigger ones there.
Here, I've got a bigger one here, Maurice, you don't have to. Second thing. No, these are gonna be that same depth.
I don't know where the books come from.
That's still gonna be
same
within
thing.
that,
Mhm.
that range.
That's a,
So that's
you know,
kind of
typical
standard.
size, yeah,
Mhm.
okay, but that would fit on that shelf?
Yes.
So, okay,
And,
I do
for
think we're gonna
example,
have-
this book is 11.5 inches high.
mhm,
So if we have you drawn at 18, you can kind of see
there's still quite a bit
there's
of
a ton of
space.
space. So if this is the highest that you're putting or mixing in your shelf, we may bring it down where it's just 2 inches
14 or
above.
something.
Yeah. So you add that, you'll end up getting another shelf. in
Another
there.
shelf in there. Okay,
Okay, so in that room, these are your fabrics that we're looking at.
Okay.
Um, So doing your settee, your little sofa
Mhm.
in a light color, because we want to do the walls. We're not 100% on our color yet, but it's in this range.
The blues,
You
okay.
know, where it's playing off of the other rooms when you're leaving from the
Living room.
living room, you're still bringing that richness in.
Right.
That little room, everything will be painted. I may not do your ceiling, but I might.
Okay.
I want it to feel like this, like,
Cozy, warm.
oh, yeah. And then we put
A light chair.
a light sofa.
Uh-huh.
We bring a really fun pattern color with the richness in it for your two pillows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for the pillows, okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then on your suede chair, does that have to be redone?
Yes,
Okay,
I have 2 of them.
Okay. Both need to be redone?
They do.
Okay.
okay. Well, we would use one in here. You really don't have, does she have room in her, does she need a chair in her closet?
Yeah, I don't have one in there.
The primary closet?
Yeah, are we doing this isn't a vanity
Well, we
anymore.
didn't know what we're doing in the bathroom for vanity, because remember,
Okay.
Right, but we probably wouldn't put that type of chair there if
Yeah.
it's at a counter height.
yeah, I have a little stool thing that
Yeah.
goes under.
So we need to
Look
determine
at
that
that,
then.
yeah.
But we talked about having a leather because we like just the richness.
I do want a leather, those chairs in leather look great.
Yeah, and we loved this kind of color.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty. I like
And
that.
we liked it with the light. We
Uh-huh.
loved how this brought it to the sofa. And,
Well, maybe we could just have both redone in that.
and again, you
Yeah,
could
we
bring
pull it
those
anywhere.
into a dining,
Living
or
room,
you could
dining
bring them
room.
into your living room and there's 2 more people sitting around for the
Yeah.
concert on the piano.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it gives
yeah,
you
and that's
that.
not opposed to any of the colors.
No, it works with everything.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's neutral enough to go with everything. A table that we found, we want it to go with a round because it can tuck in a single base. The price, you know, it's not a super expensive table at all, but we liked how it had the rich wood and you can pull it close in. Because if you are working in there, as you look at the floor plan, oh, this was your layout.
Oh, good. Yeah,
So
we'll
but we
use
could
that.
flop it to the other side.
Okay.
This was a rug that we liked that worked great with your other rug, color-wise. We had, and it pulled in the blue. We had 2, right? Did the other
The
one
other
not?
one is out of stock, and we don't know when it'll be restocked,
Okay,
so we
no, we're not gonna
figured.
look at that. So there's
Yeah.
this one, and again, it was well priced. We have these art lights, you know, above the bookshelves. We'll be adding those if we do it on the other side, because I like how,
Mhm.
but we need to let them know that soon.
Yeah.
And then, so that's kind of the room. It'll be kind of that, can you find that, Lori, that library picture, just so we can
Yeah.
discuss it, if it's at the bottom?
One moment, please. My spidey senses will just.
I
be
love that
around
light, that fixture. Is that part of that, is that the one in the
In the,
study?
in the study?
office?
you know, I haven't even, is that the one, I hadn't even looked
I
at
like
That
that
was an
yet.
option, we just haven't
We were-
finalized.
yeah.
It's so pretty.
It might be an original, another file, Shannon, I can pull it
Okay.
up if we wanna keep going, I can go grab it or
Yeah,
something.
we'll keep going. Shreya, will you look for the one that has the library
I think
image
it's like,
reference?
it's a vision board, I think it's like inspiration vision board or
Okay.
something like that,
Mhm.
from the get-go.
It'd just be good to print that, just so it kind of ties into her packet. Okay.
I'm
so-
excited to sit and, I sit and study these, you know,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Oh, that's good, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Special.
so, master
Yeah.
primary bedroom, just slip with that every now
So we're
and
going
then.
with blues and browns in the study and even the master then essentially.
Yeah,
Yes.
so anyway, you know, so we're playing off it by bringing strong blues into your bedroom,
Okay.
but with that light rug.
Mhm.
So. Okay. So in your bedroom, you know, we have the big drapery on the walls. And this is the fabric we want to use.
Oh, so you want to go with a print?
We do,
Wow.
because we want to pull off that blue from the study. We love this, again, I'm in love with this fabric. I just
Yeah.
thought this is so rich, and then let's put cleaner contemporary furnishings with it.
Okay,
So it'll have an essence of what this looks like,
right?
but with yours, remember, because of the way your windows connect to the walls, we're gonna open them this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they're open, this is like part of your this is part of your headboard. This
Okay.
is your backdrop. And we can even hang a piece of art of your bed, suspend it down on rods or wires that's just framed within this headboard. And I think it's going to be incredible. We love this because, again, for your bathroom, it's that tie back.
Oh, yeah.
It's the tie back. It's plain with the colors, but we've got this wonderful light floor, we've got these plaster walls, and then we have this super rich fabric. But this is the main blue in the space. Then the bed will be, the bed is this rich wood
Yeah.
and then with a light headboard.
Okay, is that what this is then? That's the bed? Okay.
That's the bed.
Mhm.
So you've got that with the light headboard in front of it.
Mhm.
Then we do Euro pillows out of a rich velvet
Okay,
in front of that. And then a simple lumbar pillow in front.
okay. And then what color bedding do you put with that?
Bedding was probably be very neutral. Something can be thrown in the wash. Do your dogs get on your
Yeah,
bed?
they do.
Yeah, well, my Goldens get on, my big Goldens get on my bed, and I just have a white duvet that gets washed. I have two of them,
2 weeks, yeah.
and so that they can be pulled off and thrown in the washer at any given time. So it comes back to how you like to sleep, but
Yeah.
I see it as a light color,
Okay,
because it's
something to match the headboard even, right?
Yes,
Sort of
because then you're gonna have the strong tobacco color
Mhm.
here with this, but it's just
So
gonna,
something this color,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Just a duvet that you can pull off and launder, get 2 of them.
get 2 of them, so it's just rotating, you
Okay.
know. And because when those paws come in from the
Mhm.
outside and they're on there, it's
Mhm.
just easy to wash it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I actually changed mine Monday and Thursday.
Okay.
Let me take that back. Let me take that back. Caroline helps us change it to Monday and Thursday because the dogs have so much hair.
Yeah,
My guys shed a lot.
Yeah.
They're big, so
That's a tough
It's
one.
kind of
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
at night you're kind of swallowing.
yeah.
Hair's
Like,
flying
did I
around.
sleep with my face on my dog last night?
Did you sleep in those clothes?
Yeah.
You're sporting
Yeah.
right now. And then we went with 2 chests. That
Okay.
again had the rich wood,
Yeah,
but a little more modern feel.
yeah.
But we loved them with this pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and we liked how they fit in the room. Let's look at the floor plan again, Lori. They're nice scale.
Okay.
They'll come pretty much to the edge of where the window starts,
Yes.
which gives you enough stuff area.
You can see.
You can see them here. They're just chunky enough, and then we liked these lamps, because again, we liked the lighter lamp against the dark drapery. And then we have 2 chairs in front for you, and that we're looking at doing in this pattern here. So you've got this kind of crushed velvet.
That's pretty.
It's a linen and velvet. And I liked that it's this pattern against this white bedding. And it looks incredible on this rug.
Yeah.
And I liked it with this kind of primitive, this is a new piece, but it makes it affordable. But it has a little handmade look. And then, so it's like pattern, but on a simple background, clean, and then all that pattern wrapping your room.
Okay.
We have 2 options for, do we have both options for the console?
We just have this one in here.
Okay, because we
It
had
goes
this
on the
console, go
dresser.
back to the floor plan. We didn't know if you needed more storage, because you've got a lot of good storage in this house. Can you go back to the floor plan,
Oh,
Lauren?
yes, sorry.
So this is a
Oh.
console, just so there's something underneath the TV and it's interesting to look at.